Well, hey, this is exciting. I came back to the job and Ray and Arlo already have almost all the decking removed from the old deck. I can see the old framing, but actually it looks kind of new. Somebody rebuilt this thing maybe not all that long ago, but they didn't use any pressure treated wood. It's all spruce, it's all cracked, it's all falling apart. So I'll show you some pictures here. That can't be good. Well, this is all spruce material. It's not pressure treated. But actually, it's under a roof.
That's true. And
it's actually pretty well preserved, given that it is not supposed to be for outside. There she goes. You're pretty good at this, Arlo.
Yeah. I've destroyed too many things.
We have some temporary supports here that are gonna hopefully support the roof, because we're gonna sweep the whole frame out from under this, and it's got to be floating here for a day or two. These old round columns are pretty cool. I'm gonna try to reuse them, although I need to evaluate their structural integrity, but I think they might be okay, and I have one or two left over from another project. We'll see if that is any good. This thing's coming apart pretty fast. Sawzall is the way to go. Oh yeah. It. There it went. Now what about this brick wall? There you go. Oh yeah, get out of here. That's, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay.
It out?
Yeah, I think it goes that way. It'd be easier.
You want me to stand underneath it and then knock the brick
well,
out?
it's kind of a road runner thing, so I don't know, but
Just give it a little tap, you know?
oh,
I'm gonna put my glasses on. Okay.
oh yeah, you
there it
own
went.
You own it.
Oh, there went the column. Okay.
I think our brace is held.
All right, brace is held. Column did fall. Nobody got hurt yet. We gotta get all this junk out of here, get her cleaned up. Got it right here. I'm gonna take it to the dump. I hate to throw it away, but look, it's got too many nails in it for me to fool with, and it's not very good. So, to the dump. Here's all the bricks in my trailer, man. This trailer was making sounds I've never heard it make. I think the tires actually were scrubbing the inside of the fender. All right, we're gonna open up the gate here. Oh yeah.
Not really yet.
This is really cool. These are the original columns on the front porch, and look at this, they're hollow. These are poplar, and they were milled here in Bryson City. There was a plant that made these, and it was one of the only plants that made these out of a solid log in the region here. And we researched and found out some information about that, but these are really cool. We're gonna try to reuse them. I think they are structurally sound and will support this roof load, no problem. Just a pretty cool thing here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. I'm getting a little mark on the wall here. Got the laser set up right there, and I'm shooting the line. Wow, that shows up pretty good. I'm shooting the line where the top of the band is gonna be. It's about 2 inches below the top of the framing right here. And I'm gonna put on some of this vinyl flashing here. Just a roll of vinyl flashing. It's gonna hang below the framing about another inch down to here to cover over the gap between the framing and the block, so that if any water ran down here, it would drip below the sill plate. All right, we're working on the deck right now. I'm trying to get amped up, Jason. I'm trying to get pumped. You know why?
Pump it up, bub.
I'm trying to pump it up. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I just get tired. All right, so today's gonna be a good day because I got my man Jason here, okay? It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna get some stuff done, are we? Or are we not?
100%.
We are. We are so gonna get some stuff done. Man, I get tired sometimes. I don't feel like working. I've been here so long.
You sound like my wife.
This is taking so long that it's almost unbearable sometimes, but we're gonna push through. We're gonna persevere.
That's a big word there, bub.
Chainsaw, what the heck? Chainsaw, who's running a chainsaw? Get some music going. All right, I have a little spot here. This is underneath where the front door is. It's a void, and I can't avoid it, folks. Anyway, I'm getting ready to cover it up with this piece of plywood. There's a strip of plywood. I'm gonna nail it down, caulk it down. I don't wanna leave a void because of an insulation gap. So I had some, this 2-inch, or 1.5 inch maybe, solid foam here. I just had Jason rip it up with a skill saw. We're gonna tuck it down in here. And wow, look at that, that was a good fit. We're gonna poke it down in there and jam it in there and fill this whole space with this rigid foam because I don't have anything else on the job. I don't have any spray foam with me. And this will work just perfectly. So I'm gonna jam that full and then slap a piece of plywood on top. I'm doing something a little wacky here. I'm actually gonna slope the deck from the house out to the pier about 1.5 inch slope down. Why would I slope it, you might ask? Well, because the kind of decking I'm gonna put is gonna run from the house to the front, and it is not gonna have gaps in it really. It's going to need to drain off the front like a roof. That's how the old decks were built. They had tongue and groove decking, and they would slope them like a roof just a little bit, and the water would run off. Now there's a roof here, so hello, not gonna be a ton of water, but there will be water getting on this. So we're trying to figure that out right now. They don't teach you this in carpenter school. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, it's one way to do it.
This is one way to do it.
It's not with this Mickey Mouse Charlie Brown knife I got.
You know, sometimes when you're desperate, you do desperate things. Like split a piece of 1.5 inch foam in half with a chisel because you need a piece of 3/4. But that's a lot faster and cheaper than driving across the street and buying a whole sheet for a tiny little cookie, isn't it?
Way better.
There it is. We use all kinds of leftover caulk here for all kinds of random things. And it is a good use of old caulk that you may not want to use on something nice, you know? So, man, it's like, what do you put on everything? What kind of stuff? Tabasco sauce or?
Yeah, hot sauce.
Hot sauce. It's like hot sauce. You put it on everything. When you got leftover caulk and you just need a little something, just put it on everything. There we go. It's good to go. Man, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Booyah!
Let's explain a little bit. That's the top of the framing. I'm using a 2x10. That's the bottom of the framing. So the bottom of the framing is actually the top of my block, and I've got these concrete piers here. I actually need to know what is the top of the block. That's the big question. So now we have that figured out. We can lay some block. Yep. That's how I learned how to do it.
Yeah.
My dad didn't believe in mud mixers.
You see this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Water dripping off my forehead?
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Okay. I'll set up a meeting with you.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
And then we're gonna fill it up on the inside.
Flop. Yeah, we're gonna fill the inside with concrete.
Oh, with concrete?
Concrete. All right. All right, so something great about this is I am not measuring the height of these footers. I'm not measuring the height of the block. I'm just gonna cut my last block to come up to my top line. So I'm just gonna stack them, level them, that's it. Oh yeah. Man, I was worried I wouldn't be able to lay block because of my fingers being gone, but that went pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, I was worried about that. You know what's really wacky? It's the first time I sat down at a computer to type out some stuff. I was like, oh man, darn. Good thing I know next to nothing about computers and I don't rely on them daily with a keyboard. Hey, that's good. I'm gonna call that great. Stack that sucker. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Get it. Lay that mud. Scoop it. Plop it. Drop it.
Drop her down.
Ray's
Like
got
it's
this
hot.
one under control here. Woo! All right, get your level there before you start shaking it down too much. See where you need to go with it. Come on, man. What's the deal? Oh, hey, pull that back a little bit off the wall so we can get mud behind it. See how? Pull it out, pull it away, away, away. About, yep. Okay, that's enough. Over here I had a problem. I could not cut a little piece of 12-inch block that was only 2 inches wide because it turned into little pieces like that, and it wasn't worth to continue to try to cut another one. So I just made this tiny little form out of 2x4s, and I used these screws right here just to pin it to the block. We used the laser to get the top of it in the right place. Now we'll just fill it all the way up with concrete. It'll be great. All right, you probably can't hear me. We're walking to lunch. We're going to lunch. What do you say, Ray?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Are you hungry?
Starving.
Jason, what are you doing?
Starving, dude. I can't think of anything else but eating. Things look nice.
Yep. My dad was here a minute ago. He did some shoveling for me. Got this dirt all fixed up. Looks great. Got my band board going, got some of the perimeter of the frame going, and some girders here. I'm gonna try to box out basically the whole perimeter and then fill in the joists last. Right, hang on. Hey, hanger, it's hanger time.
Hang on, it's hanger time.
Hang on. I left out a few joists, like right here. Zoom. Okay, I left out a joist there because I gotta attach that band with some more stuff. I gotta get a big hanger put on the girder right there. I got another, whoa, that's close. I got another girder here. I already put a hanger on it, but I might make another big hanger, another crazy big steel hanger just because I like them. And I don't have enough wood to do this part because I bought the wrong kind of wood. Why'd you let me do that?
No, we're all carpenters, bud.
Yeah. I kind of went crazy putting in these concrete anchors that are drilled into the brick wall, 2 of those every 16 inches. I'm gonna make sure that passes code. The building inspector will let me know if it doesn't. And I'll just put more, or whatever he says to do, I'll do. This is a 4-ply 2x10 girder, And I don't know if you can buy a hanger for that. I don't see any hangers like that at the store. So that's why I made the extra heavy duty steel hanger. Okay, got that all bolted in. I think it's looking good. By the way, there's also about 40 screws already toe screwing each of these pieces to the band. The band has tons of nails. We're gonna add some extra bolts to the band, but these bolts go all the way through the band, all the way to the inside of the house. They poke out the other side into the back of the framing, so should be good there. So I'm out here at the front deck. We are getting ready to put decking on here. I went round and round about my options for decking because the options are limitless, as you probably know. What I wanted to do is use the old style tongue and groove decking, but it is very expensive, and the supplier that I was going to get it from was going to require me to sign a waiver saying that I understand that it will probably cup and buckle and explode, basically. Well, they didn't say it would explode, but they said you're guaranteed to have problems. Make sure you sign this paper that says you understand that you're guaranteed that this is going to be problematic. And I didn't like the sound of that. I don't think anybody would like the sound of that. So I still wanted to do something super awesome and something that is a little bit unconventional. What I decided on is this 2x8 pressure treated framing. It's #1 grade. It says so right there. I'll show you. #1 grade, kiln dried, pressure treated 2x8s. And we're gonna face nail or screw them down just like decking boards. I'm probably gonna butt them tight instead of leaving a big gap like traditional decking. It is a covered roof, so I'm not really worried about a lot of rain getting on this and not being able to like get through the cracks or something. I'm not really concerned about that much. Also, I sloped the deck 1.5 inches. So I'm pretty excited about this. I have actually never put 2x8 on a deck before, and I've never had anybody ask me to do it before. We just thought this was a good idea because it was more affordable. The price was half of the price of the tongue and groove decking, and it'll also be very strong. So it seemed like a win-win to me. So let's hit it. Well, I said let's hit it, but we got to talk about something else first. I'm going to be using this ledger flashing. This is a vinyl product. It is profiled to the right shape and size to flash the ledger against the house. And then I'm actually going to black it out because I don't like this gray color. And so I ripped some strips of aluminum there. Those are black aluminum flashing, and I'm just going to put it over top of the part that shows of this stuff because I want to black it out. And I also made a piece of flashing. It's upside down there, that white piece. That's a piece of flashing that I made for the door, and because it kind of needs to be flashed right there all at the same time. So kind of wham bam all this together, and then I can put decking down. Okay, let me show you the rest of the flashing here. We have our vinyl flashing. This is a ledger flashing. It goes over the top of the band like a little roof, so any water has to go out the front. Now you can see down here I have that piece of flashing under the bottom of the band. That's good. And then lastly, I'm adding this little piece of aluminum black. This is, I just call it a blackout strip, and it is black, so I like it. Anyway, look, this is gonna represent my decking. This is a piece of 2x material, and this fancy envelope here is gonna represent my siding. It's gonna come down, and I'm gonna show about maybe 1/2 to 3/4 inch of this black flashing. So that's the way it's gonna work out. It's gonna be good. You know, this flashing goes up behind the paper, and everything is lapped. It's like shingles, really. It's like a little roof right here. The way everything laps, water runs out. That's it. All right, before me I have 2 hangers. They're both made for 2x10s. What I learned though is that one of them is not rated for pressure treated wood. That's right, not. Okay, here's how you tell the difference. Now these are made by Simpson. All right, these hangers, they both appear to be galvanized. Let's see if I can get a shot. See that little thing? It says Z-Max, the little blue sticker, Z-Max. That is rated for pressure treated. This one, where is it? This one does not say Z-Max. It does not have a little blue stamp. that means it is not rated for pressure treated. Now, how would you know that otherwise? The only way that I can think of is on the bottom of these, on the bottom, they actually have a little stamp that tells you what model. This says LUS 210. This one says LUS 210Z. I guess it's all about the Z. The Z, I can only assume that stands for zinc. Hey, they both appear to be coated, and I think they are both coated. I don't know what the difference is, but I can tell you that there is a difference. And if you need to know, now you know. All right, the decking has begun. We started by putting in this border piece. Go ahead, Ray. We put in this piece of blocking. It almost looks like a box beam here around the border. The purpose of that was to support our edge piece here, the picture frame piece. And we've got it mitered here in the corner, which typically I don't do in pressure treated wood, but this is kiln dried wood, so the chance of it staying looking good is a little better. Well, it's been a good long day of work here. Getting this decking done really makes me feel great because it's a real milestone that we've reached here. We're really gonna be singing a different song, you know, whistling a different tune. We're really just gonna turn the page or turn a new leaf or, I don't know.